The Tenerife airport disaster occurred on March 27, 1977, at Los Rodeos Airport on the island of Tenerife. This tragedy is recorded as the deadliest aviation accident in history. The incident involved the collision of two large passenger aircraft on the runway due to ground services and limited visibility conditions caused by heavy fog. A Boeing 747 belonging to KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and another Boeing 747 from Northwest Airlines collided on the runway, unable to move forward for various reasons. The collision resulted in the loss of 583 lives. This disaster occurred as a result of a series of errors caused by various factors. It was a tragedy that unfolded through the interaction of factors such as air traffic control issues, heavy fog, communication problems, and pilot errors. The Tenerife airport disaster led to a series of measures and improvements in aviation safety. Japan Airlines. Flight 123 gained notoriety with a tragic accident that occurred on August 12, 1985, involving a Boeing 747 aircraft traveling from Tokyo to Osaka. The plane crashed into a mountainous area near the town of Ueno, located 100 kilometers from Tokyo. The accident occurred due to the collapse of the hydraulic system caused by a pressurized air bubble in the tail of the aircraft. This malfunction led to the loss of control of the plane, resulting in its collision with the mountainous terrain. In the crash, 524 people lost their lives, with only 4 passengers surviving. The Japan Airlines Flight 123 accident is known as the deadliest single aircraft accident in aviation history. The primary cause of the crash was a hydraulic failure caused by a pressurized air bubble in the tail of the aircraft. This accident prompted a series of improvements in aviation safety and contributed to a better understanding of similar malfunctions. The Turkish Airlines Flight TK981, which occurred on March 3, 1974, heading towards Paris, became a historic plane crash. The Douglas DC-10 aircraft experienced a loss of pressure as a result of the cargo door opening, leading to the detachment of the tail section and subsequently the plane's descent. As a result of the crash, 346 people lost their lives. This tragedy occurred due to a combination of a design flaw in the cargo door and maintenance errors. The Turkish Airlines TK981 crash prompted significant changes in aviation industry safety standards, triggering improvements in aircraft design, maintenance processes, and inspections. On June 23, 1985, Air India Flight 182, en route from Montreal to London, crashed off the coast of Ireland due to a bomb explosion. This act of terrorism resulted in the complete disintegration of the aircraft and its descent into the Atlantic Ocean. In the crash, 329 people lost their lives, marking this event as one of the deadliest terrorist attacks in the history of civil aviation. The downfall of Air India Flight 182 prompted a series of changes in counter-terrorism measures and triggered an enhancement of international civil aviation security standards. Saudi Arabian Airlines. Flight 163 on August 19, 1980 was a Lockheed L1011 aircraft heading to Riyadh. However, shortly after takeoff, the plane decided to return due to an emergency. During the landing in Riyadh, a fire broke out on the aircraft. While the crew was busy trying to control the fire and prepare for evacuation, the aircraft came to a stop on the runway. However, the fire rapidly grew, engulfing the plane in flames. Unfortunately, all 301 people on board the aircraft lost their lives. The Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 163 crash highlighted important aspects of aviation safety, such as firefighting equipment and emergency procedures for the crew. Iran Air Flight 655 on July 3, 1988, was an Airbus A300 aircraft en route from Tehran to Dubai, but tragically, it was shot down over the Persian Gulf by the USS Vincennes, a United States Navy warship. The crew on the ship perceived the Iranian aircraft as a threat and incorrectly identified it as an enemy aircraft, leading to it being targeted and shot down with a missile. As a result of this misidentification, all 290 people on board the aircraft lost their lives. The mistaken intervention by USS Vincennes resulted in this tragedy, causing diplomatic issues and escalating international tensions. Both sides took various steps to de-escalate tensions in the aftermath of the incident. Pan American World Airways Flight 103 on December 21, 1988, was a Boeing 747 aircraft traveling from London to New York. However, while cruising over Lockerbie, Scotland, the aircraft exploded due to a bomb blast. As a result of the bombing, the plane disintegrated into pieces and wreckage fell onto the town of Lockerbie. In the aftermath, 270 people lost their lives. This attack is a significant event demonstrating the impact of terrorism on the civil aviation sector. The Lockerbie disaster led to a series of diplomatic and legal developments, including the arrest and trial of 2 suspects who were members of the Libyan National Salvation Front, PLF, a terrorist organization based in Libya by American and British authorities.